Hello everyone, my name is Nilzor and welcome to my vault. Today on Fallout New Vegas 101 we are going to the King's School of Impersonation. The school is situated on the left after entering Freeside. It is a pre-war building where people learn how to impersonate Elvis Presley. It is now the King's Gang's headquarters, a tribe that used to live around New Vegas and was brought to power when Mr. House united the local tribes when the NCR came into the Mojave in 2274. The Kings believe the school was a place of worship according to the many posters and holotapes they found there. They are the main power inside Freeside and have adopted a sort of white knight in armor attitude by being bent on bravery, respect and not on looking out for the next fight like other gangs. Inside the school you will come across the King. Born around 2245, he is the current leader of the gang. With holotapes he learned how to be like Elvis, making him charming, rebellious and well-dressed. Also his peaceful approach towards problems made him popular in Freeside, drawing in more and more members. Pacer, childhood friend and right hand of the King, he has a significant different personality than his leader by being generally looking out for trouble and being in part responsible for the tensions that rose with NCR. He's also a jet addict and suffers of weak heart condition. Sergio, he is in charge of styling the gang's hair to resemble Elvis, a job in which he takes pride. Rex, the King's dog that can be a possible companion. Born in 2072 as a regular German Shepherd, he was cybernetically enhanced and turned into a cyberdog not long before the Great War. More information about him will be detailed in his own video. It is a quest given by the King in order to help the gang and deal with some of the tensions in Freeside. To obtain it, go talk to him and propose your help. To enter, Pacer will ask you a fee, pay him at least 50 caps or pass a speed check of 60. You can then ask the King to reimburse you. Your first task will be to find out why a bodyguard for a hired named Horace is so popular with the local tourists. The King gives you 200 caps to hire him as a bodyguard. Go hire him at the entrance of Freeside. Follow him. After the thugs attack, you can pass an intelligence check of 6 to ask why 3 shots were fired, and yet there is 4 people on the ground. An additional barter check of 50 will make you take some money from him. You can also pass a medicine check of 30 on the thugs' bodies to see that they are faking it. If you fail both tests, you will have to report back to the King, then hire Horace again, this time with your own money. At the end of the tour, he will confront you with 4 thugs. You seem too friendly to the King for him. He will attack you. Kill him and report your findings back to the King, who will give you your next assignment. There's been more and more tensions in Freeside since a lot of new NCR citizens came into town. Some of the King's friends have recently been attacked and he is charging you to investigate. Go talk to them at the Old Mormon Fort. Present yourself as coming from the King and they will tell you that during their attack they heard the word Lieutenant. Go report to the King. You will now be tasked to investigate why more and more NCR citizens are coming into town. There are 3 ways to find out where to go. The first way is to go see one of the NCR mission areas. Agree that you are an NCR citizen and answer the 3 questions. The answers are President Tandy, Shady Sands, and Two-Headed Bear. You can also lie to him with a speed check of 50 or bribe him with a barter check of 70 to get the informations. The second way is to bribe Rotface here for the info. The last way is to go question Julie Farkas at the Old Mormon Fort. In any case, you will now have to go to the soup kitchen. To enter, use the password HOPE or pass a speed check of 30. Talk to Elizabeth Kieran to get your food and ask her about this operation. If you talk to Julie, you can mention her, which will make Elizabeth share more informations. She will reveal that an envoy was sent to the King, but he came back all beaten up. This information will allow the quest to be resolved peacefully. Go back to the school. Before you can report back to the King, Pacer will talk to you and will want you to keep your mouth shut about the envoy. You can demand caps for your silence, agree to not say anything, or just ignore him. Talk to the king. If you don't mention the envoy, the situation will be resolved violently. If you mention the envoy, it will allow a peaceful resolution. During the conversation, a king member will come report back a fight between NCR soldiers and king's members. You will be tasked as your last job to resolve this conflict. Go near the train station here. If the situation is to be resolved with violence, kill all NCR troops, which will make you gain NCR infamy in the process and worsen the tensions in Freeside. If the situation is to be resolved peacefully, go talk to Elizabeth. To approach her, you will need to holster your weapon. Talk to her about the envoy and that it wasn't the king's fault. She will make her men stand down, easing the tensions in Freeside. Go report back to the king to complete the quest. You will earn 1500 experience points, Freeside fame, and also a favor from the king. You can use that favor to earn a free entrance to the strip, joining the kings, gain 1000 caps, or resolve a quest named King's Gambit given later on by Ambassador Croker at the NCR embassy. It is Rex's personal quest and will be detailed in a future video specifically for him. The ending will vary upon different factors. If the king is dead or not, if you eased or worsened the tensions between the kings and NCR during the GI Blues or the King's Gambit quests, and who won the second battle of Hoover-Dam. If you killed the king, the gang will disband. If you've eased the tensions and the NCR won, a successful cooperation between the two factions will make Freeside a truly better place to live while remaining independent. If Mr. House won, the kings are destroyed after having been accused of collusion with foreign powers. If you chose an independent New Vegas, Freeside becomes one of the most stable places in the region, becoming also a refuge for fleeing NCR citizens. If the Legion won, the kings are destroyed by Legion soldiers. If you've worsened the tensions, the kings took arm against NCR citizens during the second battle. If NCR won, the NCR kill all king's members after their victory at the dam. If Mr. House won, he looks the attack on NCR citizens as an act of loyalty towards New Vegas and leaves the kings alone. If you chose an independent New Vegas, the kings remains in Freeside and make it a complete unfriendly zone for NCR. If the Legion won, the kings are offered to be assimilated in the Legion. They will refuse and be made slaves. After an unsuccessful escape, they will all be put to death. You could also not complete any quest about them. In that case, if NCR won, the occupation of Freeside will still remain tenfold. If Mr. House won, he kills all King's members when increasing his control over New Vegas. If you chose an independent New Vegas, the Kings retain control of Freeside and offer a refuge to fleeing NCR citizens. If the Legion won, the Kings are destroyed when they are facing the Legion soldiers during their invasion of New Vegas. Next video will be all about the main quest Ring-a-Ding-Ding and its possible ramifications. Thank you for watching and see you later.